And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Music for Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. It is a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening where nothing important is at all is happening today. So I hope you're enjoying a nice, peaceful, quiet Tuesday. Yep, we're just gonna go with that. Nothing important is happening today, except for the stream, which is, of course, also important. Hey, speaking of things that are important, Saturday, November 7th, that's this Saturday at 7:30 in the morning, Mountain Standard Time, I will be streaming and raising money for Extra Life, and that's the important part of it there. Streaming is there, but the Extra Life fundraising stuff is the most important thing. You can see the link below me, extra-life.org/participant/music-free-gaming. And you can help help me raise money for Children's Hospital Colorado, which is a Children's Miracle Network hospital. So we've got that, all sorts of fun and excitement going on, and I've got some fun things planned. So if you like to really mess with a streamer, Saturday is going to be the stream for you. So, and it's all for the kids, which is the important part of that. So be sure to join me, turn on those notifications, and I will hopefully see you then. But before that, we've got more streaming to do. So let's whoosh right over here and play some Minecraft. Now, first thing we got going on is these guys are they just keep getting in the way. I mean, they're there for a reason, but still. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I need to do a number of things because my base needs a little bit of work. I mean, it's nice and all, but in all honesty, it needs help. Now, this room, for those of you who have not seen it in a couple of days, I was working on this a little bit Friday, and actually I think Saturday afternoon after the Halloween stream, and I've got some storage going on here, okay, which, you know, seems like a reasonable thing to have, is storage. I'm partial to it. So I've got most of the Nether stuff sorting out here, but I need to make a couple of changes to it. And I'll show you why. So let's get it out there. The nice thing is that whole area is now spawn-proof. So I don't have to worry about being attacked by piglins when I open a box. This area, on the other hand, the zombie piglins don't care. They're pretty chill. But this area, I definitely need to do something with. Now, I'm sure you're looking at this and saying, dude, that's a lot of droppers. Yeah, most of them are there just to keep lag down on this sorting system. And then a bunch of you are looking at this and saying, dude, what are all those pistons for? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, just turn that into bone meal too. So basically what I've got going on here is a tree farm. So as I was thinking about working on my castle, and there's some things I think I'd like to do with the crimson wood and the warped crimson, or the warped wood, that it's going to require a lot of wood, and unfortunately trying to harvest it just from the natural mushroom trees really stinks. Okay, it's not fun. So I need to jump over here and make sure I can see the captions are working. Yeah, so that's just not fun. So, hey, how's it going there, Carp? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, let me show you how this works, right? Pretty simple and boring, really. Slap a mushroom down. And then you push it, and then it pushes the tree over, right? And so, you know, you just keep doing this. Right? Real simple. And you have to be sure you push this button fast so you don't accidentally cover this up too long and have it dissolve back to regular netherrack. However, I can, regrow it if I need to. But I also have some buttons here. Oops, I'm in the wrong side. That one. Right, so I can change this. So I was on the red stuff before to grow red trees. Now I can be on the green side to grow green trees. Okay. So, it's nice. So this is going to be a lot nicer to deal with in the long term for dealing with trees. I'm not particularly happy with all of that sound, though. Okay, so that's the plan. Now, there are a couple of issues with this. Mostly, they just involve where all of this extra stuff ends up. Right, all the mushroom bits. I did make this thing 10 blocks high. So it's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I can't reach the whole thing, for example. So I need to do some stuff to pretty this up. Just make it just a little bit nicer overall. Alright, so step one, let's start with stuff on this side. And I think what I want to do is use some basalt. Now, too much basalt is bad for your hearts. Okay, you want to try to get no basalt added foods if possible. Right? That wasn't even funny. Oh, that's polished basalt. Regular basalt. Turns out I've got a little bit of that. I'll go and take a couple. Oh, I have some chests on me. I don't think I need to right now. Drop those off. Okay. Yep, I also need to finish the backside of this, but block this off, spawn proof all of the machinery, all of that fun. But that, and I may get into some of that tonight, but we shall see. I'm not 100% sure, if I'll have time to do that tonight, but we'll get to it eventually. Now, I think what I want to do here. Is actually have more stuff, but that's all right. All right, so this goes here, so this is fine. So what I'm going to do, what I want to do is actually just cross-hatch the basalt. Sort of just checkerboard it across this way, right? Now, let's see. I've got, I left these here so that I kind of knew where the tree ended. So that's not right. That way, and then that way. Okay, so something along these lines. Right? Seems nice and relaxing. Sort of peaceful and calm, and nothing else to worry anybody. The catch is I don't have any filler. Maybe I'll get some more netherrack. That'll be nice to do that. Get that backside in place, and then I'll have something to work off of. Netherrack. There it is. I do actually have this sorted. I don't remember where everything is, but it is mostly reasonable. Right? Sure. Does mean it takes a little bit longer when the zombie piglins plummet to their death for all of their... Right? You just heard them drop. It takes it just a little bit longer. Like a lot longer for those nuggets and stuff to traverse their way all the way around the storage. Right? And make it back over here. Yeah, see, there they are. Now just starting to show up. So, yeah. But that's okay. It's automated, and that's fine. That's all I need out of it. Alright, so let's just just take some netherrack up that way. Okay, so that I can go up this way. That's probably not enough, is it? What if this is going? Okay, fine. Yeah, no, this is definitely one of those things that I'm going to have to figure out here is what's going to make this really nice to work with. And also, wow, look at all this fun stuff up here, right? Sure. See? Loveliness and peace and harmony abounds, right? Right. Alright, so I think this is going... Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so that's how this is going to go. Alright, just a little bit of back and forth here, right? Sure, so... What I'm going to do, I think I'll start with the bottom. And then... Right, so this is just going to provide a nice backstop. So my plan here is to build up a walkway that goes about halfway here that will allow me to reach the top of that. If it reaches the whole thing, that might be even better, but at least the top. And then I can come down and cut out the bottom if I need to. So, you know, like you do. Alright, so these go. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. So let's see something's there. Checkerboarding is fun. Actually, this is going to look really sweet when it's done. So that's going the wrong way. Actually, lots of it's going the wrong way. All of it's going the wrong way. I've just... because all of that was going wrong. You know, there's a... It's an important concept in construction of things called a cornerstone. And the cornerstone is what everything guides off of that says, hey, this is where everything should go, and I think I've screwed this up here. I think I just screwed all of this up. I'm sure it's totally not broken. Anyway, the idea behind the cornerstone is you put that in place and everything guides off of it. But if your cornerstone is wrong, the whole building is messed up. Well, I think I did that. Because this one should go... Yeah, that one should go there. So maybe I had it right. Alright, so this guy... Come on down. Should go that way. There we go. See? It's not as hard as it looks. And trust me, I make this look very hard indeed. So there we go. Yeah, see the crosshatch checkerboarded basalt looks really cool. Now there's an interesting aspect of where I built this. This little tree farm is built right on the biome shift between the Nether Wastes and the Soul Sand Valley, which you can see some of the soul sand right there. Yeah, I had to come through some carpets up there. I had skeletons spawning on top of those droppers. That was amusing for about half a second. Turns out, it becomes less amusing once the skeletons start shooting at you. I know. I have no consideration for bony kind, but still. You know, if they wouldn't shoot at me, I wouldn't shoot at them. I get along with the zombie piglins just fine. Okay, yes, now, I admit, I did build a contraption so that they would plummet to their death. I think you're correct. I think I screwed up those last two. Those last... No, that one's right. This middle one is wrong. Which actually is kind of fun, right? You start getting cool shapes if you do it wrong. But that's okay. I'm going to fix it because I want it to be all the correct. Okay, so this guy should be going that way and that way. You know what's really cool, though? Is staying up on the wall until you're actually done building it. Okay? Okay, so I think this is going okay. I think. Ow. Okay, yeah. See, that's making progress. Right? It's looking all right. I'm going to need significantly more basalt than I have in my hot little hand here. So we run back and do something about it. Basalt is over here. There we go. I have yet to put in a basalt block and mount a sword on it. I really need to do that. I've got a crossbow. Maybe that'll work. Mount a crossbow on a block of basalt. Because I don't feel like I can... Legally, I don't think I can actually finish a build with basalt without making the basalt with a deadly weapon pun. I just don't think I can. It's that way. But you're wondering why, why the light keeps shifting. It's like, well, soul sand, nether waste, soul sand, nether waste. Is that right? No. Okay, so this one goes that way, and that way, and that way, and that way. Yeah. See, I are pro Minecrafter. I know how to Minecraft. I have totally Minecrafted before, and this is how you do it. This is, MLG Minecraft right here. And I'm not entirely sure why I'm so salty today. I'm sure it has something to do with salt. Okay, so here we go. Daisy. Alright, so let's open this up. Figure out where those pistons are. Alright, so yeah, so there's the top piston. So the basalt is going to come this way. Now, so I'm going to take this out. Now, this is the problem, is when these trees grow in, they fill in every conceivable open surface. So I am going to have to come back here and fill in a bunch of this space. In fact, I probably should think about this. Just for the look of things, Yeah, I should totally put these basalt blocks in. Okay, just that way. And then, oops, watch out for that vine. That way. And that way. You know what's really cool about this, though? Is getting trapped in it. Okay. That's the best part of a build, is getting trapped in the middle of it. Alright. So that means that this goes there. Let's pile that up. I guess I could have left the mushroom stuff there. That would have provided reasonable backstop for what I'm doing, right? One of these things is not like the other. There we go. Or actually, more to the point, one of these things was like the other and needed to be different. It's just one of those things. It's that way, that way. Alright, take out some netherrack. I may end up taking out some more of that too, but for now, we'll start there. Yeah. Alright, so just... So this is going to look awesome, but it's definitely going to have its weirdness, right? No, I should shift that way. Alright, so, oh. Okay. Oh, I should also point out, just because I can and it was interesting, I've got a blog post coming out tomorrow for Patreon subs talking about, you know, building an economy in Minecraft. It's just sort of weird and interesting. I don't want to go into it in too much detail now, but it's like, okay, how do you build things? And it's in such a way that oops, you put blocks in the right place. There we go. So, yeah. It's like, how do you balance it out? What you can buy from villagers and things, you know, contrasted with, you know, what the players can buy from each other, and how do you maintain your economy that way? It's fun. And that wall looks fun too, right? So again, the idea here is meandering over this way. Let's grow some green ones for a while. Oops, wrong button. I need to change these out too. It's part of this process. Oh, also cool. Bone meal. Because the trees don't grow that well without bone meal. Apparently they don't grow that well with bone meal either, but... Alright. Okay. Yeah, the green ones are a little more stubborn, apparently. Right, so the idea is that it just pushes all of this stuff over. And then I can come at it with an axe. What I want to do is I want to shove all of it over. Let's go ahead and cut out these guys. I guess I could go get my hoe out of my inventory, but that's just too much work. It really is. You know, sometimes you just look at, hey, how much work are you going to put into this? Too much. Oh, and I'm out of bone meal, which is why I've got this. So I also have these fields here, the red and green, so I can bone meal them, harvest up the mushrooms that crop up, all of the plants and things that grow. Right, I can come over here, right, harvest all of this. Okay, no mushrooms. Now, this could be more efficient if I built it in the overworld, because then I can use water and... Oops, that's not right. I could use water and dispensers and stuff to grow and harvest all of it, right? But it's just not as convenient as having it right here, so that's why it's here. And then I can just take all of those warped roots, throw them into the composter, right? And there we go. Oops. Let's take all of the warped roots and put them in the composter, right? So I don't think this is quite enough to be self-sufficient, but I can throw the big mushroom bits in there too if I really needed to. Okay, so I'm going to grow some more green ones here because I think wow. Yeah, the green ones are stubborn. And then that one, of course, grows immediately. Oh! See, now this is why I do this. So let me shift this back over to red. Oops. Back over to red. Because, see, it ate the block. Okay. I had this worked out right. Okay, so that goes red. Yeah, just occasionally I get these things where they... Oops, well, that's fine. Where the tick rate is just bizarre and it... Okay. Oops, wrong. One of these buttons will actually push things in the right direction. Oh, you know what? I think I did. I broke the machine. Though that shouldn't have broken the machine. No, it shouldn't have at all. Okay. There we go. So now things are all back. But see, it gets a little bit funky there. There might be a better way of dealing with that. I don't know for sure, but it seemed reasonable at the time. You just get a bad tick, and yeah, so. And then, of course, this is going to keep pushing over. I think it's going to stop right there at my things. Let's come back here and that way. No? Hi. You were supposed to have pushed. Oh, right. I need to put the block back. Okay. I think. Hey, Sprite, how's it going? Oops, that's the wrong. One of these buttons does the right thing. There we go. Alright, and that should be red. There we go. I'll get this. Anyway. Yes, one of these buttons. See, the idea is I'm a bad redstoner. And so one of these buttons, the top one, pushes over to green. The bottom one pushes over to red. And then this button does other things. Okay, so let's grab some red. Okay. Now where things are going to get fun. Oops. Hey, you know what's really cool, though? Actually making it grow first. I know. Ah! Okay. So now that's going to break, but... Hey, you know, axe! 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 Okay. There we go. See? Alright, so that's how that works. And so now I've got this lovely tree farm that I can come through here and harvest all of these lovely goodies. See? Ooh, ah. So exciting. So much fun. Now, I've seen some of these setups that actually have a piston wall. So it's like 3 blocks wide or 4... Oops, darn it. Turns out that wasn't steak. You are the wrong color now. Alright, fine. But yeah, so that comes out to about there. Yeah, I wonder if I could... I was just wondering if maybe I could do a... something that gives me a signal when this hits out this way. It's far enough out. Yeah, well, that would definitely be a way to do it. It'd be nice if I can run it over here. Heck, even if I'm standing on it. The catch is how much room I've got under here. So I'll have to dig under there and take a look. Because I am basically, what am I at? 6? So I've got occasional bedrock problems. Right, and I'm not talking like the Flintstones because, well, they had serious bedrock problems. I have just minor bedrock problems. All right, so let's see. So this one This is my red one. So let's switch this out for a red nether wart block. Okay. All right, good. Hey, what do you know? It still works. And this one I'll swap out for a green nether work. Yes, it's a nether work because that is a word that I'm sure the closed captions are having all sorts of fun with. All right, cool. So, all right, and then that pushes all that stuff that way. Yay! Right, the Flintstones, the modern Stone Age family. That's right. I remember that song. Okay, so now the cool thing is I can throw all of this stuff into the sorting box, and it will go. It will get sorted, surprisingly enough. Right? Given that's the idea of having a sorting system in the first place, is to sort. Now, it's unlabeled, so it's mystery chests, but, you know, we'll go through it. That's right. Page right out of history. Okay, cool. So that's that. So the next thing I need to do here is build the walkway. And I think the way I want to do it is I want to build it up this way now, because I need to be able to come down here to work the controls and plant the crops, right? All right, so I can plant the mushroom, I can bone meal it, all that good stuff, right? So this needs to be here. So I'm going to need some form of wall. I'm not sure what form of wall, but definitely a form of wall. I feel like, you know, Wonder Twins. Any of you remember? Any of you old like me and remember the TV show Super Friends that had the Wonder Twins? You know, Wonder Twin powers activate. Oh yeah, right. All of the old shows. Well, there are some shows I like. Some of the old shows. Having grown up in the '80s, like, ooh, this was fun. I've got Knight Rider, and MacGyver, and you know, the '80s Wonder Woman. It's actually sitting back here. Y'all can't see it. It's sitting back here on my shelf because I was trying to rip a lot of it to MP4, and sadly, a couple of my discs are corrupt, so that's not ideal. All right. Anyway, I was looking for blocks. All right. Now these three, I'm going to now not be these blocks. I'll change it to something else, but. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to go with? I could go with the nether brick. You know, maybe what I should do is, if I move the nether rack over, put red nether brick. I don't know, something like that. We got a dancing creeper, headbanging creeper, so it's all good. All right, so. I don't want it to be the mushrooms because I have to distinguish it. I don't want it to be the magma blocks because I don't want to burn myself. So, yeah, let's go and grab some. Ooh, actually, let's take some blackstone bricks. Oh, I have put some thought into it. I'm going to hold off for now, Sprite. As I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach things. But I will definitely hit you up on some of those ideas as I get closer to wanting to implement. All right. So, let's meander over this way. That's right. So much magic. All right, so, yeah, so I think what I'll do, where these very convenient dirt blocks are. All right, so now this kind of needs to go away. All right, so this is going to go up this way. I might slap some sort of something here, though I like having the crafting table there, so I'll probably leave that. But I have to do some other things. What those other things are still up for debate, but there will definitely be other things. Oh, actually, you know what might be good over here? Let's go ahead and take this out. And go ahead and put in a... Oh, no. Let's put in a shroom light. Which is... one of these boxes. Is apparently not it. Okay. Or it is, and I just don't have it sorted right. It's a thing. Yeah, in fact, Sprite on the, well, cheese nuggets. I know I've got some. Anyway, on the, Patreon on Wednesday, I've got an interesting post, at least interesting for me, for, just interesting Minecraft economy stuff that I was thinking about when it comes to servers and stuff. So yeah, so that'll be. So if you're curious about some of my thinking, this has actually kept me up at nights. So, all right, well, glowstone it is. I was thinking of putting a shroom light in there. That would have been, you know, reasonable, right? Alright, so let's hop up. Actually, let's, I do want to go up that way, but I want to bring out the power tools of Thor. Alright. Yeah. Because I wanted to have a couple of things up here. Like, for example, I'll probably put a chest right here over this hopper. Okay, and I want to clean back that way. All right, now the whole point of coming up here was to see how high I needed to be. So, right, I can still reach up there. If I'm down one, can I still reach up there? I can, but it's a little tougher. So. Alright, yes, because that's... Yeah, so that'll be good. So if I build my walkway basically at this level. Alright, which is also conveniently at the composter level, so, you know, we got all that going for us. Alright, said I'll be doing lots and lots of cleanup. But we'll also be doing some blackstone. So the blackstone's going to come up to that. Oh, come on. All right, fine. If only I had... Oh, that's why I couldn't place the blocks, because I was on my pickaxe. Well, that's just silly. Yeah, actually, I might just leave leave that there. Alright. Now, I do want to still have access to this crafting table. Or not the crafting table, but the chest. I also think maybe I want to do a different floor. But I'll leave that for now. Because I want to be able to hit this chest, because that's where the bone meal is. And I need the bone meal for all of this mess. So, I definitely want to be able to reach that. Even if I block off the rest of this, which I think I'm going to. I'll come in with some stairs or something. And in fact, I don't need this anymore. Right. In fact, let's do this. I just said I'm going to do the floor and something else, but I like having this blackstone under here. Okay. So that's going to go that way. Alright, and I'll run, as I said, something else running across here just to be fun and pretty. Right. Okay. Cool, so... No. Okay, so that's going there like that. If I actually use black stone there. Now I think I want to move that crafting table. Hum, 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 hummity, hum. Right. So I'll run some... Okay, that sounded very creeper-ish. I think it was just the winds and the settling sands, but... I know I don't have a creeper sound effect. I know that. That would be creepy and stuff. But yeah, slap a little bit of something across here just to hide that equipment. So the crafting table's over there. This is... No, because I want to be able to hit the crafting table from that side. Because occasionally, I'll get skeletons and I'll get... Oh, I have bones. Let me just craft them into bone meal real quick and throw them in there. You know, boring stuff like that, right? Sure. Okay, so... Cool. Alright, so that's the start of this. Now, as I'm looking at where all of these fields of gunk are, right? This isn't permanent. I could easily move these, and I probably will. If nothing else, I'll bring them back this way a little bit, or slide them over this way some. Or I might even rotate them 90 degrees, because right now they're like 5x4. So if I rotate them and run them this way, give me a little bit more room to play with here. Alright, so the basalt's going there. Let's continue with the blackstone brick coming down this way. And just meander up on top of this because this is fun. Alright. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now, I could do a different ceiling. I might leave the ceiling just the nether rack. I'm not 100% convinced I want to change any of that. But for now, it is what it is. Okay. All right, so that's going to come this way. Yeah, if I run this out this way, extend the farm out over here. In fact, I could even take this all down one level. That might be good. All right, let's just be careful now. I don't want to accidentally open up a pit of flaming death. I've done that often enough on this server. Oh, hey, while I'm thinking about it as well, just because I don't even have a timer set up. I really should. But just a reminder, Saturday, Extra Life. I have been working on some stuff in the background, so there will definitely be screw with the streamer capabilities. So that's going to be all sorts of fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For those of you who like to torture the streamer, it's going to be a blast. Okay. Hi, remember the pit of flaming death? Yeah. There it is. Ooh. Speaking of flaming death, maybe I should... So, I'm being really bad at hiding it, but I'm setting up a... playing with mods so that Extra Life donations... so that Extra Life donations will... trigger in-game things in Minecraft. Well, okay. Well, fine. Which will be super fun and exciting for, I'm sure everyone involved. And I was just thinking, what might be fun? Would be something that just spawns lava blocks over my head. Lava source blocks. Wouldn't that be exciting? Here's the you need a hot shower. Okay, so yes, so that's all going to be fun and exciting. And for now, let's just drop off these Nylium blocks so that I can fill in back here a little bit later. In the meantime, yeah, try very hard not to open up some lava thing. Ooh, anvils could be fun too. Yep, I've already got some fun creeper things going on. And I've got... Oh, just some other things. Oh, you know, throw all my armor on the ground or other fun and exciting things like that. So, okay, so this is the break. What I should do here? But yes, anvils would be cool too. I totally forget about anvils. I don't know why. They've been on my mind a lot lately too. So yeah. Some more things to play with on tomorrow when I go set some of this more of this stuff up. But I'm definitely open to more ideas. So if you think of other things later, drop them in the Discord. I am all for new and exciting ideas. You know, my kids had some suggestions. I've definitely thought about some of those. So. What's that?
One of your tools teleports into the garrison.
I don't think I can put things in the chest. I do have like things that just spawn chickens all around me, and I've got stuff that, you know, throws a creeper party, right? Because who doesn't want a creeper party?
Do you think you could have it teleport future monsters to the right?
Absolutely. I do have the giant nuke-like explosion. But I do have... Yes, I can do that. I can definitely teleport myself. Alright, so let's see. So this is going to come up this way. Hey, I have a convenient scaffold right here. So let's just go with it. Up. Upsy daisy. There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's just run that across that way. Now, I can do a number of things down here. What if I were to do that? Wow, that's really up there. Turns out when you go up 10 blocks, it's high. Alright, so that's going to look like garbage here, but that's okay. I don't want this to get too high, because then I risk ghasts spawning down here again. And, yeah, that I could do without. Alright, now what if I were to come in here? Let's take some polished, a little bit of polished blackstone. Right, and just sort of mix and match some of this. I could even do some polished, oh, that's, oh no, that actually might work. I was thinking I could do some polished basalt as well, but let's, just to finish that thought, you know. I have a habit of thinking, or starting to think and then not exactly finishing the thought. You know? All right. So that's not a bad little wall right there. I like it. That looks like garbage, but hey. We'll get there. All of the... now, I also need to open up a slot. Maybe I'll put it right over here. Because I do need a spot where I can, you know, walk into this whole machine. It's sort of important to be able to get back. Okay. Okay. Let's get back here and be able to plant this stuff. Alright, now this... Actually, I could leave this open, but I do need to have the walkway that comes out this way. Okay, so that's going to go something along those lines. And feed across over here. Oh, nice! That's going to be awesome. With your with him going back to quarantine, going back to school from quarantine. That is awesome. Glad it worked out, you know, the whole doesn't have COVID thing, you know. Have I been placing the wrong blocks? Oh no, I just ran out of those. Cool. Right, and see, this is why this is up here, so I can just drop stuff in the hopper. And, you know, let it do its thing. And then I can plumb it, and that's fun too. Alright, now I think what I want to do over here is, I think I'm actually going to use some of the stripped wood, so that... Ah! Plummet party. Cool. No, I think I'm going to use... Oops, the bricks are over here. Use some of the stripped wood to do sort of the outer decorations over here on this side. So, right, I've got this wall, which is fine. It's just a big black obelisk, which is, you know, cool if you're in, you know, really old sci-fi movies and stuff. Who doesn't want a giant black obelisk? Right, but I want to open this up. I do know I'm going to... okay, good. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, look here, my friend. You are very lava. Oh, nice. Sometimes those surprises that end up not being surprises could be all sorts of fun. Okay. Okay, the wall o' lava is going away. Goodbye, wall o' lava. You were awesome and amazing once. Tell your friends that... Uh-oh. Okay. Ow. Hey, you know what would be really cool? Potions of fire resistance. Okay, that would be awesome. You know, it's not as if I don't have a dozen of them sitting in my storage right over there. But no. No, I do need to expand this storage coming this way a little bit. Because I've got it sorting... Alright, so I've got warped stems, warped blocks, crimson stems, nether wart blocks, and then I think this one is the why am I the glowy fungus. I know what that stuff is called. The shroom lights. Ow. That was cool. Yeah, shroom lights. So as I pull those up, they'll eventually sort into there too. All right, so I think... So I actually don't need these here anymore. I do want to... Actually, I do want slabs there, though. Because I want to slab over a lot of this so it's not spawnable. And then there's the farmland. So, yeah, okay. I'll play with this. This wood was sort of temporary. I had it in my inventory and I needed a way to delineate where stuff was going to go. Well. Okay, so since fire spread is off, that can sit there nicely for a while. And just, you know, a little bit. Until I can... Right, and these blocks are also going to go elsewhere. But... Potion of fire resistance. Awesome. Let's, just going to suck one of those down here. Let's see what if I can fix all of this lava. All right. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, so this is almost getting in there. Okay, so you had to... Alright, hang on. I'm dealing with all of this mess here. So it's harder for me to read chat. Give me just a minute. Okay. Okay, so my fire resistance is still a thing, so that's a plus. That's still lava. That's... okay. I'm now bad. This is bad. Okay. I'm now trapped. Alright, so we're just going to do one of these jobs right there. Okay. I feel less trapped now. Alright, so upgrading our cable. Did not have HDMI. Okay, right. So, right, get her a new TV. That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Well, that's exciting. I was so excited when our CRT finally died. Because that thing was... It was cool, but it also was dying. Okay, still got a minute and a half. Okay, so let's see if I can do this without the getting trapped and under lava and... Hey. Yep. And the pictures look so much better. That was great. Potions of fire resistance. Aren't they lovely, folks? Alright, hey. One of these days I'll stop being on fire. That will be cool, too. Alright. Yeah, the teleports are... Though, honestly, if I didn't have the teleports, I probably just would have done the other reasonable thing and dug my way out. But since I do have some pretty hefty pickaxes going on here. Okay. Things are about to get hot. You know what would be really awesome? Not being on fire. That would be really awesome. Okay, well, in the 17 seconds I have left of fire resistance. Okay, it's gone now, or will be in a moment. It's flashing at me. Okay. Okay, I think I've got all of this filled in, though. Except for that part. Alright, and my fire resistance, of course, is worn off, which is cool. You know, for those of you who are concerned about such things. Okay, there we go. Got it. Got it. It's gone now. Okay, sweet. Of course, I have to expand this out. So I may grab another potion of fire resistance before I do too much more to expand this storage. But I definitely want to bring it across this way another couple of blocks. So, anyway. As I was saying before I was so rudely set on fire. Do you want to run this up this way? Now, I think... Okay, so this needs to go away. I think I should have something there, though. You know, just... Oh, hang on. I gotta take this sweater off. Ah, got hot in my house again. Or, well, sort of. See, this is a weird time of year for me. It's cold. It's cold outside. The floors of my house get cold. And our thermostat hovers at a temperature that's fairly comfortable for people. But when it goes... But it floats a couple of degrees. It heats up to a certain level and then drops a couple of degrees, and when it gets down, then it goes on again. That's right, I'm just an aging woman having hot flashes. That's what that is. That's right, I can be anyone on the internet. That's right. Woohoo! Anyway. So, but when it hits that upper end of things, I roast. But when it hits the lower end, I get chilly. And so during the winter, I'm on and off with my sweater all the time. And it's definitely its own special breed of amusing for somebody. Alright, so let's do... I mean, I could just put the glowstone all the way down. Alright, so that's a thing. So that's lit up. That's definitely the stopping point. Ender, you're not supposed to fall out of the world. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's not how you Minecraft at all. Of course, I did say Minecraft, which is like what Frankenstein does to help his monster think. Okay, so this is coming up this way now. Alright, so let's run a couple of blocks worth of walkway here. I'll get a chest running across this way. Okay, so this will go like that. Now, here's the other question. What else do I want to do here? Right, so the idea is that I should be able to pull all this stuff out. I also want to maybe block off some of this. I was thinking it might be good to throw some trapdoors or something along this way, just to keep the shroom stuff from filling in the gap over here. Kind of like having that shroom light up there, though. That's kind of nice. Okay, just looking at that top row of stuff is beyond the 10 block height of my machine, so I'm not too worried about that. I just want to make sure things are both hunky and dory. Alright, cool. Yeah, now, and I will fall off this and hurt myself, but, you know, that's a thing. It's okay. Go and throw all that stuff in there. Because, again, that's the point, is it I can sort all this nonsense out and as I harvest it. So, what do I want to do here? I kind of want to allow some of the mushroom to grow this way when it spawns. Okay, it's just... that kind of seems reasonable, right? So I still get some of the mushroom stuff. If I really want that, I can go topside and plant it, or I could grow some down at the farm if I really need the mushroom bits. And I'll get some of it, because the trees, you can see they don't always spawn at the same height. You get some of that stuff that fills in. Okay, so I'll get some of that there anyway. Yeah, that's right, I get some of that there. Nether wart and warp blocks. It's just lovely, and I highly recommend it. Alright, so I'm thinking I don't really need to worry about this one, but I might throw a chest up there anyway, but I don't really need to. But I've got a couple of chests back this way anyway, so let's go grab some of those. Honestly, I don't expect to really need a double chest, given how much I can harvest out of that. So, let's just do one. Okay, so let's see now. What fun and exciting things are gonna happen over here? I'm actually sort of tempted to put glass in here. Maybe a little bit of something to just to bring. Oh, that might look good. Let's do this. Let's just put a little bit of there. Yeah. And then I can put a door here if I want to or not. Whatever. Yeah. And I think I want to slab over here. The idea is that I can then come in with my axe, clean out all of this. But I'm definitely going to want to... Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll just put carpet here. Rather than anything extra special that way, you know? That'll work. Oh, right. Yes. Yep. It happens. The perfect moment for the sound effects, and it's gone. Gone, I say. Alright. I really don't need this to be all blackstone here, but I just love the blackstone. It looks so good. Okay, but a little carpet, and then I'll do some... Put some sort of wall here so I'm not looking at all of this mess. Okay, I mean, machinery is fun to look at, but, you know, really. Alright, so a little bit of carpet here. I don't know what, something. Probably starting over this... Well, no, it can go here. So I don't have to worry about shrooms growing there. Okay, so come this way. Alright, so let's see now. Now, what I could do... Well, that could be interesting. I could put a ceiling on it up here. Alright, first things first. Let's get these chests in place. That one's definitely going there. That one can go there. I'm not going... Well, I could. If I wanted to just drop vines or drop shroom stuff in there, I could. Alright. But then... What if I do something? Something should be done. See, that's the problem with the world. Everyone says something should be done, and then they do the wrong thing. That's just... I don't always know what the right thing is, but it's so often it's the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm going to need some more polish, but I like the idea here of taking this. Right, that's going to go there like that. Now, I don't know where that ghast is, but it's really being ghastly. Alright, let's go grab some more polished. I think I've got more. If not, I have blackstone and I've got a thing. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay. I really like my passive gold farm. It doesn't produce a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but it's just kind of nice to have. That is why I actually have most of those potions of fire resistance. It's because of the those lovely piglins I have trapped in jars. Overall, this whole thing is getting sort of a sci-fi super villain sort of vibe, you know? Alright, now, so let's see, where do I want the farm? Because I definitely need a place to farm mushrooms for this. And this said I originally had it here, which is fine. In fact, I could run this way. Now this, and I could turn all of this into mushroom stuff, but I kind of want this to be paved. Which means I probably should take this block out. Honestly, if I'm going to put in some slabs or something here. Or I could just put in carpet. I could just carpet it. Throw in some glowstone, some carpet. That'll provide enough light. It'll be spawn proof, and I won't have to worry about it. That's fair. I can go with that. Okay, so shroom lights go there. The leftovers, which pretty much just vines, go here. Actually, this might be enough. Right, so I've got bone meal, the stems, the blocks, more stems, more blocks, shroom lights, leftovers, and then whatever else goes in. Actually, that should be fine. That should be just fine. Okay, cool. So I can go for that. Which means I don't actually have to expand this anymore at all. So this can then come up this way. I should have this whole not coughing thing down one of these days, but today is not that day. Oh no, friends, not today. Today I will choke on my water and cough again and again. Alright, so that'll cut back this way. I can run this. Well, I could run it all the way across here. I don't... Right, I'm gonna put that there. So, if I open this up... Now, I've got that... The problem with that small lava lake over there... I can sort of block this off this way. Right? So... And then I can open up... I can almost build a greenhouse. That would be an interesting thing to have here. Right? So this could grow this way. I'll pave this just so it's a little nicer. I can put in some glass here. And then, you know, at some point I should have, you know, like a door or something over here. Probably right around this area here, right? Right along, like, these 3 blocks. Okay. And then, we'll, yeah, and then I'll just grow the farm out this way, and that'll be fine. Awesome. So what I want to do here is, let's see, what do I do have some of these. Cool. Let me drop off some of this nether rack, because it's just painful. I've got so much of it. I'm sort of thinking some of the peeled stem is going to be the way to go for some of this. It's netherrack. All right, it's going up here. What I actually need to do is take some of that back to my furnace and cook it up. But it's the one thing, unfortunately, because the power tools don't, or tree gravity doesn't work on the mushrooms, on the stems. I don't have a really good source of wood here for fuel. And lava works, but doesn't work well in furnaces, in a smelter furnace array, because you really need to be cooking a lot of stuff to make lava worthwhile. So it's weird. So I walked out of there without any of the brick I was so excited about, which I don't think I have any more of. So, all right. So let's just take some of that and turn that into very convenient blackstone. Okay. Oh, one thing I've learned about myself: I can walk through the iron doors this way with a stone button. I can't walk through this way with a stone button. I put a stone button here. I walked into this door about 5 times before I replaced it with a wood one, so it stayed open longer. You know, the things you learn about yourself, right? It's like, bad at walking through doors. Check. Okay. So, let's see. I'm looking at a field roughly 15 by 15. So, coming in this way, you can tell, look, there be lava here. Which, you know, if I were smart, I'd have, oh yeah, this is, look, smart man dig netherrack. Film at 11. Watch him burn. Okay, well, after that distinct lack of burning, I feel strangely alive. Okay, cool. Alright, now I don't have to worry about what's going on up here. I carpeted that, so I don't have to worry about skeletons or anything going up there. Yeah, probably just for my own sanity. I think I'm going to put... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put some brick there. And right here. But I think what I want to do is... I don't know. I might want to wall that off. I'm not 100% sure how I want to approach this yet. Okay, it's the joys of not planning anything. I have no clue what I'm doing. Right? I was sitting there watching Kim and Jax a little bit this afternoon, and she is awesome. If you haven't seen her, you should check out her channel. Unfortunately, let's see if I can type, because Kim and Jax, I think that's how I spell that. Hopefully I've got that right. And
shout out to Kim and Jax.
there we go. Pop up the little thing too. There it is. Yeah, that's her. Anyway, she's a professional Minecrafter. She's actually paid to Minecraft. And I don't mean in the streamer sense. She actually gets paid on occasion to build things. So, but she was doing some really cool stuff this morning. It's just, oh look, this is awesome. And she's sort of freehanding things. And oh look, I'm going to kind of do this. It's like, man, I wish I had talent. Okay. So the whole point of this is to come this way. Now, I'm actually somewhat tempted to put in some fence here. Maybe a little bit of something else. Okay, let's do it this way. That's too much. I love having an efficiency 5 pickaxe, but every once in a while, it just eats way too much netherrack. And by every once in a while, I mean like all the time. Okay, we can do this. There it is. That goes that way too. And that goes that way. Alright. And I'm going to need to go get some more basalt. But yeah, so that'll be a nice little texture going on there. So I need to put in some form of back wall here. I might even put a door so I can get back to that machinery, but I don't really need to, so, you know, I can go with that too. Okay, yeah, so this is fine. This is totally fine. I think I need some sort of fence. I also think I need the ceiling to not drip lava on me. You know what would be... Oh! Ooh, that would be awesome. Let's come get a little bit of iron. Iron fence. Yes. I think this is going to work. Got some other things to consider here, perhaps, but... Alright, so... And I'll just put a little bit in. I want to make sure I can still reach everything to... So I can harvest these trees. Which, again, is the whole point of this exercise. Right. Yeah, so I should be able to just reach up, right? Yeah. Cool. So I'll just run this across this way. You know, I didn't get any basalt while I was there. That would have been good. Alright, so that's nice. That's nice. I think I want to do a little bit of something up this way just to sort of pretty that up. So this is going to go this way. I need to have, you know, something. I want to be able to reach up here, so I can't have a lot of blocks this way. So, yeah, put in a little bit of ceiling. Put a back wall here. This should be good. All right. Ow. What do I want to do for ceiling there? I don't know. That is definitely something I do not know. All right. It's fine. I just need a good color for carpet. If you've got a suggestion for carpet color to put there, let me know. All right, so grab some basalt. I'm gonna... Well, actually, I can just polish it up if I want to, but I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that too. Just for grins and giggles. Yeah, I also put in just purple. Actually, purple's not a bad color for this. I did put in a respawn beacon, but I love the purple and black mix. Yeah, because this is all... It's this sort of nice, dark, foreboding type stuff going on here, so purple is definitely a good color. Alright, well, let's get the basalt in place here first. I can see myself at some point in the future saying, why the heck did I build it this way? Alright, so if I do... I'm going to go ahead and just run this across like this. Actually, I'm going to take that block out. Because I want to build this up, some sort of exterior thing going on, and not really sure how I want to do things there, so we shall see. I wonder if carpet would keep ghasts from spawning. I don't know why it would, but part of me is just really curious about that. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do here, I think actually I'm going to do what I have done in other builds, like this one here, and just grab 1,000 blocks of glowstone. Or, you know, 64. It's like the same number, really. Okay. Yeah, see, you guys are... Actually, you know what I should do? Let's see how much gold I've got stacked up here. Oh, yeah. Got lots. So let's grab a bunch of that. Turn this into the... Oops. Crafted tip. Yes. Oh, yeah. Hey, I closed the book. Close that into... stuff here. Okay. That works just fine. Give these guys some gold. Now I could just give the last one gold. That would be okay, but I do have this barrel here. It feeds into this whole system. But okay, there you go. Just throw those nuggets. They'll get back to where they go. Might as well let those guys... They're in bottles for a reason, you know? They're doing science. They're looking deeply at gold and realizing it's actually something else. Alright, so... Oh yeah, glowstone. So what I've done elsewhere in this build is I've just taken glowstone across the top like this. Okay. Which not only looks fine, you can still open the boxes and, you know, that's all awesome. Or, you know, some reasonable facsimile of awesome, which I'll take. You know, when I was in school, a reasonable facsimile of awesome was really all I could hope for. You know, with the exception of those couple of days when I was walking around my junior high in my football jersey, you know. Okay, so we've got some drippiness coming from up there. That's spicy. All right. So I want to block this off. Where do I want to do it? Kind of want to just do it right at this. Right there. Mild frustration. Yep. Okay. Well, fine. Oops. Let's grab the hoe too. Okay. Right. Just. I need to put efficiency on this axe. I've decided this now. I need efficiency, and it has to happen. But yeah, so this is the idea, right? It's just this nice little wood farm. I can grow a zillion and a half stems, or you know, 10, 16, something like that. See, what's the push weight of a piston? 16, I think. Alright, so just get all this. Oh yeah, one more. Cool. Ah, this wall needs to go back one. It does. It's actually too close. Alright, I should probably go pick up all of those blocks before they despawn, right? That's kind of how this is supposed to work. You pick up the blocks before they despawn. You know, it's... Alright, so... Okay, but yeah, so this is the idea, right? So, now that I've picked those up, let's get these basalt blocks back in place. Okay. Oh, good. I still have stuff. Awesome. Hey, what's still in my inventory? Stuff I need? Great. Glad to hear it. That's so backwards from the way things normally are. Okay, so that's going to go there and there. Honestly, I should have done it from the top, so... Just because it's going to be easier to reach things. Right, so that one needs to go that way. So, what do you know? I've got it facing the right direction. Cool. Alright, and the fence goes that way. Nice. So that works. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Oh, right. That's right. It just talks about everything, which is perfect for a streamer. But yeah, probably not great for that whole relaxing thing, right? Yeah. I understand that. Okay, so just of course that one that I peeled. Okay. Wonderful. Oops, well. Less wonderful. Okay, of course, now I can't reach the... Okay, I did not think that through. Did not think that through. Okay, I have to be able to reach at least this hopper. The rest of it doesn't matter, but I have to at least be able to reach that hopper. And I have to realize that that's a hopper that I have to be able to reach. Why is that locked? Oh, it's not. Right? It's not, just hadn't... Okay. It was just feeding from the box, and I'm crazy. Cool. Okay, so yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I am aware now that this hopper... I'm Doc Hopper. Alright, so that needs to be the one I'm looking at. You know what? Let's grab some stone brick stairs. I'm going to run them along the top here. Also, hopefully provide myself a nice little way to get into this, and it's going to look fine. I know, I could have... Oh, cheese monkeys! Ah, but you can't escape me. Haha, you're in my territory now. Actually, I'm in his, but he couldn't fly away, so I got to take all of his body parts. And, you know, they're not bad body parts, but frankly... being only... Oh, yes! Yep, I can see it. Totally see it. Oh, I didn't want to throw that in there. Fine. Well, actually, before I do that, I have all of this stuff sorted. Because that's the way this works. Yep. They're going. See, they're happy. See, they've got all the gold they can sniff. You know, it's great. They are the wealthiest piglins in jars that anywhere. Totally. Ooh, I have crying obsidian too. I have a lot of crying obsidian. I may have to add this to part of this build here too. Okay, I have machinations. That's all right. So what am I looking at? Stuff. Stairs. That's what I'm looking at. Why am I coming this way? It's the stairs. Okay. Hi. Alright, so I need to be able to hit this hopper. So let's put an upside down stair there. And there. Yes, the crying obsidian is from the piglins. No. No, no, no. Let's do this. We'll take a little black stone this way. Yep, because the piglins will, they'll... Oops, that's definitely not how that's supposed to go. Because I kind of have to get at that hopper. That was the whole point of this exercise. Alright, what if I... Ooh. Alright, one more trip to the... Let's take some polished obsidian wall. Actually, I can do that from the crafting table. I don't like doing stairs from the crafting table because they, it's more efficient to do it at a stone cutter. But let's take those out. Let's put in those. And if I put in a wall here, right, I can still get at that. And then I can block off a lot of this as I choose. Right? So I could come back here. Right? Because I don't need to see this box. I do need to see that and the crafting table. Okay. But then I can come across this way so I can still get the box. Hey, you know what? It's helpful to be able to open chests. Okay. For many reasons, being able to open a chest can be helpful. Heart surgery, for example. Super awesome if you can open the chest. Alright. Cool. So I can reach up there and do that. Now let's take some... I'm going to take some of the warped stem. I'm going to run it across this way. Now, I was going to peel that, but now I'm kind of wondering if I want to just leave it blue. Leave it the stem color. I don't know. How do you describe it? Just to leave it au naturel, as they say. It's just kind of cool that way. But yes, I can reach up there, hit the hopper to sort stuff. Cool. And I think I want to do... Oh yeah, I was going to carpet. So let's jump back to the hub. And to this storage here. Now, I have... It's not a lot of purple, but I think it's enough. Oh. Nope. Because the teleport down here breaks my stuff. It's okay. It's okay. Well, they'll be fine. Walking around this way at least gives some of my stuff other reasons to. Right? My potato and carrot farm, for example. The bees are happy. Alright, so let's just carpet as much of that as I can. Which it turns out was not as nearly as much as I thought it was. I thought it split into 3. Okay. Yes, that's going to look great. And then as the trees grow across... Yep. Wonderful. He's so pretty. But he's also not so much. So, let's see. What do I have on me? Do I have trading materials? Not really. Let's see. So where would I have... Yeah, I've got so much stone here. What time of day? 10:50. Okay, cool. So I'll be able to talk to the villagers at Walmart. Walmart will be open for business. That's important. If I'm going to get purple wool and buy it from the villagers, they kind of have to be awake. Actually, I don't think they can sleep, now that I think about it. Ah, wait a minute. It does have customer beds. Well, you know, if you're going to fall asleep... I was just wondering if... oh, see if I can get there before they close. I was actually just wondering if villagers have to sleep to restock their trades. Purple. There we go. I know they have to work at their job site. I just can't remember if they had to sleep too. I guess I should look that up. All right, so let's come back to the hub. I'm going to drop off a little bit of this carpet because I know I don't need all of it. No. No. I'll just take it back here. Okay, so it does make 3. I guess I only had 5 blocks, so I guess that makes sense. Hey, turns out math still works. Which is a good thing, I suppose. Alright. Sweet. They do normally need to sleep. Okay. Okay, that's fair. You know, no big deal. Good to know. Okay, right, I can just drop those. But, right, even need the beds. I'm kind of surprised. I don't think they need jobs as in the iron farm, but they definitely need beds. I've seen enough iron farms over the last couple of weeks of just villagers standing on beds. That's good. All right. Cool. So let's. All right. So we've got that fun stripe. That's my sorting system. That's bone meal. This is a box that's exceptionally huge for fungus. Definitely don't need that much fungus. I mean, I'm never going to have that much fungus. But, hey, it's built into the thing, so it's okay. I don't like that carpet there. I actually want to put something else there. I don't know what. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. There. That works. It looks stupid, but I'm kind of okay with that right now. All right. So this is a nice little area. Right? The trees grow. Right? So, I just come over here, grab some fungus. Not the crafting table, grab some bone meal. I'm on green, which is what I want right now. Right. Right, here we go. I actually was playing with like putting an observer here so it auto fire this piston. The problem is the observer also sees the piston go, and it just chunk, 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 chunk. It's just an infinite loop, which is not ideal, honestly. Of all of the things that are ideal, that is not one of them. So, okay, yeah. So I do. I still get some mushroom stuff up top, right? And cool. Not a bad little manual farm here. Unfortunately, you can't automate placing the mushrooms. And actually have them be mushrooms. Right? You can bone meal that, but sometimes it'll... Actually, most of the time it will not be mushrooms. It'll be something else. What do we got? A couple more? Cool. So just do that. All right. Cool. And I'll leave that blank now. So... Sweet. So now I've got this lovely wall of wood that I can chop down whenever I'm ready. See how things are looking up here. Right. And so yeah, I do end up with a lot of stuff here, which is fine. That is totally fine. Okay, cool. Cool. I like it. This is doing all right. Sweet. I'll throw the bone meal in there. Okay, cool. I like it. Though I am kind of somewhat tempted to put a little something here just to keep the mushrooms from growing in under this shelf, but you know, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I'm okay. Let's take some stairs, though. Let's run some there. Not that matters. For the first time in my life, it's like, oh, I need efficiency on a hoe. Efficiency 5 hammer. I've got efficiency 3. Just because I enchanted this at an enchanting table and it gave me efficiency 3. But it's like, okay. Great. Okay, so go ahead and toss that in there. Alright, so yeah, so this end is working fine. So now I need to get over here and set up the farmland where I can farm out the other stuff. Also, let's Oh, let's take some glowstone before I put up this carpet in. And I think what I want to do is let's put it every couple of blocks. Let's see. A couple of blocks in between. Oh yeah, there is an election tonight. Oops. You know, it doesn't really make a lot of difference until tomorrow. You know, that's... I did vote. I'm not one of those who insists... whoa, hang on. You know, people should vote. I kind of believe if you're not informed or have sort of deep moral opposition to what's the way things are run, maybe, you know, don't want to participate in that system, yeah, well, you know, that's fine. Make that choice. I'm also of the opinion that if you needed me to remind you to vote today, you probably shouldn't have voted. But, yep, I did vote, so we'll find out tomorrow what all the results are. Nope, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into the politics. I'm not. I don't need to. I don't want to. Okay. Alright, so I think that's fine. And then this is 1 block away from this, which should be even. Okay, cool. So I ran a political podcast and blog for years, and I do not want to deal with any of that ever again. Part of the reason I have a no politics rule on this channel is, man, I just don't want to deal with it. Also, it just gets too contentious. Anyway. Yeah, so we got this lovely purple carpet. It's lovely and purple. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Alright, so I think I kind of want to put something over that. You know what I could do? Let's just grab a painting. And for sanity's sake, drop a... Oops, that's wrong. Come back here. I need you. There we go. Do I want random guy? Let's see. Which random portrait do I want? I know there are more of those than that. I know it. Commander Keen? Let's see. You know what? I think we'll just go with random guy. You know, he's fine. He's a nice person. The problem is I have now covered up I need to be able to get at that hopper. Right. The box would be fine too, but I really have to get at the hopper. I mean, I could do that same trick. I could put the fence there and just try to pixel perfect that, which I don't particularly want to do. Let's grab some slabs. We'll just grab some slabs. Right. We'll just slab that in there right like that. There, now I don't have to go in pixel perfect on it. Right, and now I can just run that across like that. Cool. Alright, that works. Because I do need to be able to hit this hopper to drop in the other gunk I'm going to get. In fact, let's see. Let's take out these slabs. Again, they're partly as a placeholder, so I don't really need them. You know, I don't need them to be slabs. I'll just come in here with the purple carpet. There we go. So yeah, it's fine. Right? All sorts of fine happening right there. Yes, sirree, Bob. That is the epitome of fine. Now I do want to come in with some things, some item frames, so I can actually identify what's in these chests. But otherwise, yeah. That's pretty okay. Pretty okay indeed. So I want to move this door. Okay, take that out too, because what I want to do is I want to bring this down this way. Take that out, obviously. And I want to put this in here like that. There. That'll work. It narrows this window a little bit, which is fine. But I think that just gives a little bit better walkway. Of course, if I'm not going to put a door there isn't a real reason for that to just be too wide. I suppose I could actually open this up. Right? Slap some carpet down. You know, and just make it too wide. And that's fine. Go with that. Do I want to leave that scaffolding or turn into ladders? For now, I'll leave it the scaffolding, but ladders could be fun. Of course, you know what would be really cool is if I could make ladders out of the warped stems. Wouldn't that be cool? Just have just green ladders. That would be fun. Alright, so now over this way. This is the edge of this room. Okay? Which is... it's a good room, right? Plenty of space. Now, I want to put in the farm. And the farm's going to be coming over this way. Which... this is going to be a little bit of a hot flaming mess. So to deal with that, I'm gonna go get a potion. I probably don't need it. On the other hand, fire tends to be bad for the skin. Fire and lava, you know, it's... I keep telling myself that. I don't always listen, but I do keep telling myself that. Throw those up there. So, you know, I'll just come over here and grab some potions of fire resistance. Right? It's great. Yeah, there is one problem with this setup here. Is that occasionally, if one of these guys drops a stack of something, sometimes it just starts feeding out gold too fast. I might be able to fix that with just putting a higher tick rate on the comparators back there, but actually I don't even have a tick rate. It's a repeater. Obviously, comparators don't have. You can't expand the tick rate of repeaters, or of comparators. Repeaters obviously can. Right, because this is just simple, stupid. It's the comparator to that. So if they drop a whole stack of things, sometimes this cycles fast enough that they end up feeding a little bit more gold in, which is fine. It just ends up a little bit inefficient, but no biggie. It's good. Alright, so let's see. So how wide do... so if let's say I put it here. Alright, so if I start, say there, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to, yeah, block that off here a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. I could actually take this back this way. Right. Oh, yeah. How the whole electoral college works. Um, so there's a. Let me give you a little history lesson on it because it's important. Basically, every state, every state gets a certain number of representatives in Congress, right? Whether it's the smallest states may only have one, larger states like California have dozens. And then they also have 2 senators, right? So a state like Wyoming gets 1 voter in the electoral college for every one of their representatives. So they would get 3. 1 for their House of Representatives congressperson, and then 2 for each senator. And then like California gets their dozens, Texas gets their dozens. Okay. The reason this was set up this way is when back in 1786, when the Constitution was being written, there was concern over the power of the states that were large, states like, at the time, South Carolina, North Carolina, those big southern states, Virginia, that type of thing, versus the smaller states like Massachusetts and Rhode Island, right? The states with smaller populations. And they were concerned that the high population states would basically completely dominate national interests. This was especially a concern in 1786 because those larger states were slave states. It was South Carolina, North Carolina, right? This deep South. And the population included slaves to a greater or lesser extent. That's where the 3/5 compromise comes in. That's a whole separate other question. And so they wanted to balance out the power of those states to elect the president, so that it wasn't just the populous states that got to have a say. The smaller states also would have to have their interests at least listened to, so that they weren't ignored. And so the Electoral College was set up as a way to try to balance the needs of and interests of the large states and the small states, and keep the large states from dominating. So that's why it exists. And on the whole, it works okay. If you went strictly by population, based off of a straight national popular vote, the president could be elected basically just by New York and California. New York and California have much different politics than Utah or Wyoming or Kansas or Colorado or Florida. They're just, because of where they are, their populations, what they're doing, right? Iowa, there's a lot of farmland in Iowa, Wyoming, Kansas. They have different needs than what New York State does. So yeah, so that's the idea. Pop this up there. And for the most part, it actually works. The problem comes in when some of those states are so... let's just say the politics are significantly different. Okay? You're talking typical liberal versus conservative splits. Okay? But you could also look at it as urban versus rural. Right? Because again, urban needs tend to be somewhat different from rural needs. So that's how that works. It does get a little wonky, but for the most part, I think it's a fairly good system. As someone who lives in a rural area in Colorado, where the politics is and policies are dominated almost completely by the Denver metro area, I kind of wish a little bit more of that existed here. Just because I feel like my voice is never heard. But overall, it works out reasonably well. All right, so let's see. I want to get this pickaxe here. Oh, baby. I want you. I found some netherite. I also found all sorts of lava. I'd like to not have it burn me. Thanks very much. All right. I've got lava. Come on. Oh yeah, that's there is significant amounts of lava back here. Okay. I can't see. But I'm sort of a well, sort of. So the way it works is that whoever wins the popular vote in the state, typically their electors then vote for that. So Colorado, for example, tends to vote Democrat. So if they were to elect, if Colorado voters were to elect Biden, then our electors would be instructed to vote for Biden when it comes time to officially elect the president in the end of November, something like that. I forgot what the exact date is. Oops. Well, some number of weeks after the election, they've got to do that. Some states have actually passed laws that it's proportional. So to use the current candidates as an example, if Biden were to get 40% of the vote and Trump were to get 60% of the vote, they'd split up the electors in that way. Some would then be instructed to vote for Biden, some would vote for Trump. But as far as for like the state government, yeah, our Congress or our Constitution mandates that every state will have what they refer to as a Republican form of government. We'll have a split legislature, or we'll have dual legislature type thing. Now, where was that? I saw that up there. There it is. So every state will have the dual house legislature. So you get a House of Representatives and a Senate, basically, and then a governor, an individual executive. Okay. And that is guaranteed by the Constitution. Oh, ow. Hey, guess what? I'm not fireproof anymore. And that was sort of to prevent certain states from becoming theocracies or doing other things that are crazy. Yep. So, it's... Oops. Ow. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt because I can't click. All right, fine. It's not like I need all of this armor or anything like that, right? So, yeah, it's... So, yeah, so it's fairly straightforward. If you look at national politics, or the way that the federal government in the U.S. is set up with the House of Representatives, the Senate, the President, and the judiciary, every state is like that, but on a smaller scale. And the Constitution was originally written to... so that each state was basically an autonomous governing unit united under a federal government. That's how that was originally set up. Now, some have argued that that's no longer relevant. That gets more into the actual political theory and political doctrines and ideals. But, oops. Well, look, more fire. But yeah, that's the theory. Okay, I wasn't in that. I wasn't. That's just not at all true. Okay, so I'm going to have to come over here with a little more fire resistance and deal with that giant lava lake that's there. Anyway, does that kind of make sense for you, Sprite? gets a little wonky, and there's some. You get into the history of the American Revolution and the issues that the early colonists had. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, this isn't exactly the place for deep political theory and discourse. Excuse me. But yeah, you look at the writings from the 1760s, 1770s, of what the colonists were dealing with, the British government. You can sort of understand a little bit more of why certain things were put into place. But yeah, so it's a fascinating thing for me. If you want, we can chat a little bit more in DMs and stuff. But so all of this stuff fascinates me, which is why I got into political blogging. I'm all into that, but man, it's just crazy. You know, because people's interpretations then change, and and again is the political thinking of, you know, the 1770s or 1780s, is that still relevant today, right? Lots of interesting discussion potentially, but again, I like political theory. Political practice sickens me, but political theory is cool. Yep. Well, in some ways they're all very similar because we have a shared cultural heritage, right? Canada and the United States both are based off of the British government, right? Where you've got parliaments, where you've got the House of Commons and the House of Lords, and all of that fun stuff, right? I got ancient debris. I feel special. Yeah, fine. I'll just cook it here. It's fine. So there are a number of those things that we have in common. But the difference is that America got tired of British rule a lot sooner. And so, hey, they decided to fight a war over it. And because of that, a lot of what happened with the Constitution and some other things were shaped by those views. Canada, which of course was granted its independence mostly from Britain, ties a little bit more closely to British common law than the United States does. But the Constitution was based somewhat off British common law, as well as a number of other things. James Madison was the primary author, but also took a lot of inspiration from what Thomas Jefferson was writing, and it's fascinating stuff for me. But okay, so I threw all that stuff in the sorter. I don't know that I really needed to, but I certainly did. All right, well, and it is after 8, so that's lovely. All right, so let me come here real quick and just see where I'm at space-wise, so I can figure out if I need to clear out some more room. That's just going to get hairy, but... Oh, absolutely, I'm going to have to. I'm cutting right into this ocean. And I want to cut into it coming all the way over here. Well, not all the way, but definitely this way a ways. So... Oh, man, I'm going to have to drink so many potions and just clear out so much lava. Oh, man. Right, exactly. You know, there's still the technicality that the Queen and her government could overrule Canadian law. Okay. In practice, I don't know that happens very often, not following Canadian politics very closely. But yeah, since, technically Canada is still part of all of that stuff. So that whole United Kingdom that I keep hearing so much about. right, so that's not bad. I said I'm gonna have to deal with this this lava, and that's not gonna be pretty. To stock up. Fortunately, I've got plenty of potions. Whether I'll be smart enough to use them or not is a separate question, but I've got plenty of them. I also have stacks of gravel, so if I can get up high enough, I could load that area up with gravel. Yeah, that might work. Let's see how far I want to go with this. So if I have 2 blocks wide for a walkway, and then 1... Right, start this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the middle, so if I do 4 by 5, which is kind of what I was thinking. Right, this goes from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, it's a grid like this. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, technically, well, Canada is autonomous. Not strictly speaking an independent nation. But it's kind of splitting hairs in some ways. And the same is true for Australia, I believe, and New Zealand. The old British Empire, right? All that stuff is still there. Okay. Yeah, so what I could do is block off the lava on that side, because I'm not going that way. Right. Fill in the rest of the stuff there. Yeah, and then wall off, light up, and all that. I could still have mobs spawn in the farm. That's okay. Definitely want to block this off so I can open these boxes and not worry about piglins. So, yeah. So that's all that stuff is good. Now, the one difference, just real quick, between like state governors and the president is I think all states elect their governors by popular vote. So we don't deal with any form of an electoral college at the state level. Okay, well, I think that's kind of okay. Do I still have a... Oh, I threw the stair in the box. I was just thinking I want to replace this block with a staircase. Just because it's a little bit messy right there. I really need to be stopping, but I want to place this stair before I forget that I'm going to place it. Brick. There we go. We'll just flip that around a bit. That's all good. I flipped it around so it wouldn't be crooked, and then I left and it, crooked. That's okay. That's just how it goes. All right, so that'll go. Let's try turning it this way. Right. Yeah, there are some things I would prefer to handle as far as elections go. I think they're a little fairer. We just go straight majority wins for most of our elected offices. And you vote for one, and the person who gets the most votes wins. And that's fairly easy to understand. I'd actually prefer an approval voting system where you vote for all the candidates you would like to have, or you'd be okay, and then the candidate with the most votes wins. But part of that is because America is dominated by these two parties, which, sorry, I'm about to get too political. They both suck. But hey, that's just me. Anyway, great. So it is really time for me to be signing off here. So let's whoosh on over to the webcam. Whooshy whooshy. And fire up the end credits. I do want to thank all of you for joining me today. And it was great talking to all of you, Sprite especially. as a sub, but also, like I said, I get into political theory all freaking day. It's one of my interests. But yeah, well, that's it. And I hate political parties. That's a separate discussion. It just turns out America's first president, George Washington, said, "Don't get in with political parties." Look where we're at now. Anyway, that's a rant for another time. Because I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube, and let's go see if there's someone around to raid. That's it. The political theory versus the structure is definitely different from who did you vote for, right? All right. Well, so for those of you on YouTube who watch this VOD later, be excellent to each other.